Hey guys, this is Jeff from Tattooed Spirit. I want to talk a little bit about emotions and the tarot and how not only do I use it in my practice, but hopefully you're using it to help yourself with your cards, and if you're reading for other people, how you can use the cards to help empower your clients, not just tell fortunes. We're not about fortune telling, are we? No, 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 no. We want to empower our clients. So we're going to be talking about the wonderful suit of swords today and how they represent all your cognitive, logical faculties, all those wonderful things in your conscious part of your mind, your analytical skills, your logic skills, your reasoning skills, your deductions ability to deduct logic, and all these wonderful things, including your willpower. Yes, all those things are in that conscious part of your mind. Now, how this is associated with the tarot is that we have this wonderful suit. Let's see if it focuses, of swords. We'll get back to the emotional guidance scale in just a second. But how I am hoping and how I would like to inspire you all to use the cards to just make your clients feel like they are in control of their lives and not just coming to you. You don't want your clients coming to you saying, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me? No, you want to say, where do you want to take your life? And let's see how that's looking via the cards. That just sounds so much more delicious. So let's get straight to the point. We are a minute and 30 seconds into this video. Now, as you can see right here, we are dealing with the emotional guidance scale and how closely your emotions are linked to the thoughts. It is most important that you think that, yes, your thoughts create the emotions that create those happy neurochemicals and peptides from your brain to feel better and make your muscles stronger and react even more positive to your world so that you can see, you can filter, and receive better futures. Yes, if you want to bring in future telling and future telling, you want to create the better future. Here we go right now. I actually have a client that I need to call in about 30 seconds if I time this right. You're not going to be able to hear him. That is on purpose. I've been working this thing called the Feel Better Reboot with him for a couple times over some past issues. He's having a particular issue with the political spectrum. He's feeling some extreme negative emotions, and we're going to be able to talk him up the scale. Now, it's important before I make this call, and forgive me, I'm dialing as I'm doing this, that this is not in any way advocating or promoting one particular point of view politically over the other. This is just about an illustration of how to use these two characters that you see before you, these guys right down here, just like these guys are doing, into using your thoughts correctly to create the emotions that are going to absolutely make a difference in your life, because you're going to find yourself doing your life differently when you feel better about it. All right. Dialing up. Hold on one second. Please pause. Please wait. Yeah. Hey, Pete. Yeah. No, it's all right. Listen. We're doing the same thing we did last time. I'd like to record you. Right. Well, I'm glad. Cool. Okay, so what is going on with you, man? What's going on? Well, I know. Okay, so my client, and Pete, you know that I'm recording this for the YouTube. Okay, cool. All right, so Peter's thing is that he's feeling, he's feeling really pissed off at the political spectrum right now. What's going on in politics? All right, and all right. Pete is a huge Trump fan. All right. Okay, so how are you feeling now? You have your scale, right? You have your scale. I'm going to back away. You got your scale? Okay, now where are you feeling right now? Seriously? Okay. So you're feeling closer? Honestly. Okay, so, well, I'm glad you... All right, well, I'm glad you're not in that position, all right? All right. So you're feeling this way because you feel like all these people in this other radio station, and I'm going to try to keep this as politically neutral as I can. So the people on the other station are just really, is hate the kind of word you're thinking? All right. Okay, so let's just hold you right there, and let's just allow for you to not worry about that chart. You can put that little scale down now. All right, now it's just important that you listen to my words and just try to follow my thoughts, and we're going to try to just increase how you're feeling about this. All right, feel better about it. All right, cool. So let's just, all right, I can't say that. All right, I can't say that. But let's just say this. Let's just say this, okay, Pete? Temporarily, would you feel better if you were able to just put all those people that watched that other TV station into just a boat that could just sail away? I mean, really just sort of find some sort of revenge on them for just being so goddamn stupid. All right, would you want some revenge on them? Because clearly, they're messing up the world. All right, would you want revenge on them? All right, can you feel that? Because they're the only, I mean, really, let's think about this for a second. Let's think about this for a second. These are the people that are messing up your world. Let's really think about this. These people are messing up your world, right? Okay, so it would make sense that you would want revenge on them because they're screwing up the planet for your family and your kids, right? All right, now does that make you angry? Of course it does. Absolutely, of course it does. Now you've been angry before, right? Certainly at this political thing before. Now, is there any way, are you sitting down? Because I'd just like for you to get comfortable and not be distracted with kind of doing things right now. Could you just sit down real quick? Okay, cool. Now, I just want you to just think about those angry thoughts. Let's not worry about the revenge right now, okay? Let's just feel just angry at those people that you want revenge on. Because they're the ones that are messing up everything. Yeah, they're blocking everything. Well, that shutdown will probably happen. Yeah. All right. Now, just let me ask you a question, Pete. I know you want to go on and on and on, but let's just make this quick and easy and helpful as we can, as quick as we can, okay? Isn't it just discouraging to think that not everyone can be on the right side like you are? Can we just leave any sort of sense of anger and just be discouraged that not everyone can think about the world like you do? Because, I mean, obviously you're right for you, right? It's discouraging. I really need you to just let me know that you can feel that. All right. All right, now who can you blame for that? Well, them, obviously. Yeah, but can you blame them? Really blame them, though. I'm not asking you to feel good by blaming them, but they're the ones that are going to shut down the government. Right. Right, it's probably because of the people, all their friends tell them the same goddamn thing to just watch the same station. Right. Now, let me just ask you a question. Doesn't that just make you worry? Well, hell yeah. Yeah. I mean, let's just focus for a second just now on just being worried that, like, the rest of this time of this present being in here, it's just going to be more of the same thing that we've been experiencing this past year. I mean, doesn't that just make you worry about it? That really nothing's going to get done, and we'll probably go into 5 more of these shutdowns. All right? Can you find yourself safely in an emotional state where you can just worry? Okay, good. That feels like shit, though, to worry about it, though, doesn't it? I mean, there's a lot of doubt involved that it's ever going to get better. Because, I mean, honestly, well, yeah. All right, now just let's use your thoughts right here and just follow my stream of thinking, all right? Follow my stream of thinking. It's really frickin' doubtful that things are going to change in the next 3 years, right? Because we're so polarized. That's exactly right. Now, can we pull away from that and just be disappointed that it somehow seems that the whole damn thing is just not working? Is that possible? To just go above feeling doubt and just be feeling utter and complete and total disappointment? Of course it's easy to be disappointed, right? Now hold off on that. Just if we can, let's just for 1 second just feel disappointed that things just probably aren't going to change as far as we're looking at it right now. All right. Well, yeah. Okay, good. All right, now, Pete, we want to keep you on track here, okay? Because I'm hearing some worry again. I'm hearing some worry. I just want you to be disappointed. I just want you to know that it's okay to be disappointed that one man in the San Fernando Valley is not going to be able to change the rest of the world. All those people watching that other news station getting fed all that bullshit, as you would say. It's just disappointing, right? Can you solidly just say you're disappointed right now and nothing else right now? Of course it's disappointing, right? All right. And I would even say, look, are you frustrated with the whole situation? Yeah, of course, there's anger down there, but can you find frustration in the idea that one man in the San Fernando Valley of Southern California really can't do a goddamn thing to change the political spectrum of the world right now, here in the state? Right. It's irritating as hell, right? It's absolutely irritating as hell. And you kind of wonder even if you're going to have, what? Yeah, well, of course it's frustration. And you don't need to look at that chart. Just follow my words. Just follow my words. Can you get impatient about it? Knowing that one man is not going to be able to change all those other people watching that other goddamn news station? Right. Okay, now let me ask you a question here. Let me ask you a question, because we're doing really, really good. How are you feeling, by the way? Okay, well, you know you don't want to slide down, but you feel frustrated, right? Good. Good. And just like last time, you know what's coming next, but don't look on that sheet because I'm guiding you up, all right? Is it possible? Because this has kind of been the way things have been for a while. It's probably going to be like this for a while, and regardless of whether your guy gets in next year or not, that's okay if you don't have a guy. I'm just saying, look, let's just stay on task here. Let's stay on task. It doesn't matter what happens with the next presidency. It's probably going to stay just as polarized, right? So it gives you a sense of pessimism that is it ever going to work out? That our government's going to be able to actually work together and people are going to actually be able to talk about politics without getting pissed, right? Are you just, it's a general sense of pessimism that just two different groups of people can't work together and get crap done. Yeah. Well, yeah, like the shutdown we're specifically talking about. Right. And, right. Okay, good. So I'm not asking you to feel good because you feel pessimistic, right? You don't feel good about it, right? It still feels like shit. Okay. Well, because it's been like this for a while, and because, as we've just said, it's probably going to be like that the next president and quite possibly the next president after that, is it at all possible that you're able to feel just bored with it just always being the same goddamn thing? I mean, you know it's going to be shit, right? It's been shit the last year. It was really shit the last 4 years, you thought, right? Probably whoever's in there next is just going to be more shit. So isn't this whole goddamn thing just boring? Are you bored with it just always having this attitude and atmosphere of pessimism, right? Yeah. Because, look, it's been really bad, but is there a chance that it could get like super bad, awful worse? Or is it just like, can you find a way to just be bored with it just always kind of being just kind of like not good? It's boring, isn't it? Can you make yourself, can you feel, can you think just how boring this is? That it's just always going to be on this negative tip. All right. Well, this is a big jump here we're making, so yeah. Because it's always been kind of shit. And even whenever you felt great on that last guy that you really, really liked, or the guy before that, whatever, there's always been this general sense of just like shittiness, right? So it kind of gets bored. Are you bored with it? The idea that really it's probably, even if your guy gets in and everything gets worked out, that there's still going to be half the country just pissed off all the time. Yeah. Now let's think how good that feels to just be bored with just knowing it's just always going to be kind of shit. Is there any way that you can just feel content that it's just always going to be like that? I mean, at least you're always going to know it's going to be that way, right? It's always going to be like that. I mean, I can be content with it knowing it's just always going to be just rocky road. Regardless, half the people are going to be pissed off half the time. Right. Now, this is a really good place to just sort of cement this feeling in, because, no, good, I'm glad you said that, because it is true that regardless, if we look at this bipolar look at politics, there's always going to be half the people on one side and half the people on the other, generally. So we can be content that it's just always going to be the same, up and down, up and down, up and down. Great. Now, with other parts in your life that we can easily use a metaphor of politics, because really it's the same thing. Politics is really just a metaphor of life. There's been other times where you've just been okay with life, but then something really cool happens to make you really get excited about some sort of new potential. So I'm asking you, and you know this is a huge step, but can you feel hopeful that after all this time of it just being fine, with it being up, down, half the people pissed now, the next time how the other half of people are going to be pissed, can you be hopeful that there will always be those times where your side sort of gets on the upper edge? Yeah, of course. I mean, that's almost logical, isn't it? And from that, can you be optimistic about it? Can you be optimistic that there's just always, like before in your past, there's always been ups and downs, up and downs. It's possible to be optimistic that there will be half the time when your guys get in and everything is right again, right? Yeah. For sure, it seems far-fetched, but we've already established half the time, half the people are happy, and it alternates all the time. Good, so you positively are feeling good right now. And because you have a history of this happening so much, you know how the trends are. It's kind of like the stock market, right? Where you know it's going to go up, down, but always have a general trend of upwards, right? So you can positively expect your turn eventually every other time, just about. Positive expectation, yes? Yeah, now, can you really sit in that positive expectation? Excellent. Excellent, because you know that half the time your people that are the right ones are going to get all the shit that they want. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Now, can you be all of these things and patient and then just add some flavor of some eagerness for that time whenever your people can celebrate and all those other people that are wrong or just have to suffer through it? Yeah. Well, of course, because it makes sense. That's why. It's logical. So regardless of whether your guy is in there or not, these cycles are always going to afford half the people what they want half the time. All right. So how are you feeling now? Much, much better. Okay. Much, much better. Let's cut you right there, okay? Because what I want you to do is go to bed this evening, and I want you to follow through the rest of the evening, because it's only 5 o'clock here. Yeah. Well, good. Good. Well, then that's your mantra then. And we found that through thinking the right way. Half the time you're going to get everything you want. That's pretty damn good. And if you're not getting what you want, then your time is coming, right? We figured that out. That's exactly right. All right, that is our time, my brother. Right on. So whenever you feel all that shit again against this topic, you just remember the steps that we took through. I'm going to send this recording to you. Yeah, and you're going to note it. Yeah, and you're going to notice that you're going to be fast forwarding the video or the audio further and further up till later in the tape, because you're going to find yourself naturally just starting off at just a better set point. Cool, man. Cool. Brilliant. Hey, listen. Yes. Cool, brother. Awesome. Cool. All right. Listen, I'm going to let you go. Yep. Okay. Yep. Pete, I got to run. Okay, bye. Cool. All right. So cool. So that is just a sampling. Of course, it works better in the hypnotherapy chair. But this, we're talking about the suit of swords and how critically important it is to just use it just like these characters are. These are the only characters that have their swords straight up and down because they are completely clear and completely devoted to just getting everything spot on. All right, so that's how you use the emotional guidance scale. This video is 20 minutes long. I was hoping to make it 15 or maybe even 10, but sometimes it's easier to climb up there than others. Pete took a little bit of a while because he was in a bad state. His daughter actually called me to say, hey, can you help him up through this thing? So it was my pleasure to work with the emotional guidance scale and also to incorporate what it is to talk about this wonderful tarot. So I'm going to stop this video at 21 minutes, and I hope if you held in there that you found some value of how critically important it is to use your sword's ability. To use your sword's ability. Yes, you right there. To be able to feel better. And yes, you can lock yourself in a better feeling place by being conscious of your thoughts that you are choosing. So anyway, thanks for listening. I am going to start downloading this. It's probably only going to take 5 days to do it. All right, bye guys.